We monitor certificates and loans on a monthly basis. And if you do not maintain an active checking account, we will reach out to you and say, hey, part of the criteria for you to have this certificate or the loan at this rate is by having an active checking.
Justin Howard is the CEO of Horizon Federal Credit Union in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Currently, Horizon Federal has an asset size of $145 million and is a shining example of how small credit unions can do more than just survive, but thrive in today's economic environment. In the next segment, Justin's going to discuss the importance of checking accounts at its institution. Before we get started, like the video below and please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel.
You mentioned your checking accounts, and I was looking over your ratios in preparation for this interview, and I noticed that you all had a deeper share draft penetration than many of the credit unions in your peer group. What are some of the keys to your institution being your members' primary financial institution, their PFI, versus the place where they just, dump their money to try to get a good savings rate? What are you all doing differently from your messaging and your communication to have a larger share of their wallet?
Well, that's a great question. So we do have over 80% penetration of our membership on our checking products.
Amazing.
So one thing it really boils back to is that segmentation. So our top priority in this organization, our number one product is getting our memberships checking accounts with a debit card and a direct deposit. We have, over the years since I've been here, from 2015 to now, we have built everything around that. So, for example, there's really 4 key strategies that we are doing now to drive that growth. The first one is we develop checking products that appeal to the 2 and 3 target segmentations that we go after. So we have products that have rewards that are appealing to the target market that we are trying to bring in as members. The second item is we thoroughly train our staff on our checking products so they know them inside and out, how to overcome objections in regards to checking products, as well as how to really describe the benefits of our checking products, because it starts and ends with our people.
And Justin, let me interrupt you real quick. Justin, let me interrupt you. You're saying that you have done essentially market research, which allowed you to have certain buyer personas, and you understand those personas. You segmented your groups where you could have some growth, and you say, you know what kind of rewards would someone between 40 and 50 want, and what kind of checking rewards would someone between 20 and 30? And you've created a product that gives them that specific reward, just to make sure that's clear for everybody. Is that accurate?
Yes, that is absolutely accurate. We looked at what rewards would be appealing to them, as well as what is their current financial behavior, because if we were able to identify some of their current practices that we could utilize as a reward. So 2 of our target segments that we go after, they utilize ATMs quite a bit. So we do ATM reimbursements because that is appealing to them, since they're already getting charged those fees on a monthly basis. Yep.
Okay.
And then, because the checking account's so important to us, these last 2 things we do. Now, we do other things as well, but these are the big 4. We make sure that every decision we make at the credit union, we talk about is going to promote people getting checking accounts with us. If we believe checking accounts are important, what are we doing to do, drive that? So the last 2 items we do is, if you want a certificate with us, a CD, you must have an active checking account.
Oh, wow.
You do not have an active checking account, we do not allow certificates for members without checking accounts or non-members. And then our loan rates and loans. If you have an active checking account with an automatic payment coming from that checking account, we give you a 1% reduction on our loan rates. Now, it doesn't just stop there. We monitor certificates and loans on a monthly basis. And if you do not maintain an active checking account, we will reach out to you and say, hey, part of the criteria for you to have this certificate or the loan at this rate is by having an active checking. If it goes 3 months without that, we will close the certificate and put the money in the membership savings account, or we would change their loan rate and add a percent because they're not meeting the obligations that's in in our disclosures. Because what we believe is we are the credit union of choice for people who want to have their checking relationship with us. If people do not want to have their checking relationship with us, then there's probably other financial institutions in our local market that are a better fit for them.